This is Fixing Famous People, the podcast where two reality television producers pitch solutions to save celebrities in dire straits.
So let's meet this week's guests and find out who they are helping us fix. Dominic, we have friends that we separately have been on their podcast the way they were.
So they owed us one because they've been here before. So technically, when you split us up, it counts as one visit.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
They are from The Way They Were podcast. It's Gráinne and Chantal. Thank you for being with us.
Hello, guys.
Hi, thank you so much for having us.
This is very exciting.
It's very exciting. It's about goddamn time, and it's very exciting.
Right?
How are you both?
We're
Fantastic.
We're living our lives.
How are you?
How are you guys, more importantly? Because I know you guys are very busy over there.
Well, Gráinne is very busy. I'm currently in existential crisis and drowning, but Gráinne is doing exceptionally well, aren't you, Gráinne? Where did you just come off of, Gráinne?
Oh, God. Well, so I just finished the first series, writing on the first series of SNL UK.
We'll show you may have heard of
SNL UK.
Maybe you've heard of it.
Maybe. Did you guys watch any of it over there? I'm sure every episode, I'm sure.
Yes, it's on Peacock. I'm pretty sure.
Good.
Yeah, it's available to us. Yes.
And what was it weird? Like, what was your experience of watching like the British version of like such an American institution?
I was surprised how similar it was, how similar the energy was to the American version. I thought it was going to be different in the way that British comedy is just drier and different than American comedy. But I was very surprised right off the bat that just the enthusiasm from the audience and just how similar it was. It was good. It's still British, but it was very good. It has breakout stars. That queen who plays Princess Diana obviously is
Jack Schaff.
Absolute breakout. Absolute breakout.
From the off as well. Like from the off, he was
just the nicest person. Like genuinely, he is such a little angel. He's so gorgeous. So
that's Gráinne code for she fucking hates him. But anyways.
He's a little doing the Queen of Hearts. He's the Queen of Hearts of the cast.
He was excellent.
He's great.
So
He's
so Gráinne has been very busy.
Listeners, we have an extended BTS chat about SNL UK on Patreon and for Apple subscribers, so head over there. But while we are here, Chantal and Gráinne, will you tell us a little about your podcast?
Oh, okay. Well, we do an amazing podcast called The Way They Were, and it's about the celebrity breakup that you never got over. And each week we have a different guest on who picks a celebrity breakup they never got over. Gráinne does the hard work of doing the deep dive in. We work out the bios of each of them, go back into their past relationships. Then we discuss the relationship in great detail. Gráinne reads like 18 books a day. She reads all the bios, all the memoirs. She does all the it's intense work. I just turn up and go, ha, 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 and laugh at what she says and interrupt her. Then we decide, I have the easy job. Then we decide why they broke up, and especially the most important question, who won the breakup? And we've had both of you on, and I believe, Dominic, you iconically did Cher and Sunny, who was Cher's our patron saint of the entire podcast. And Chris, you did, I believe, Brittany, Murphy, and Ashton. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. The Sunny and Cher of the naughties, as they're called.
I fucking wish.
And in both cases, I think listeners can guess who won the split in both cases.
Before we even got on the mic.
It's pretty much always the women. Yeah, it's always the girls.
Well, especially, I think I did your pod before Cher wrote her book where she basically like buried Sunny like 12 feet under. If I had been, I'm sure I would have revised my opinion even more if we did it now that we know all the dirt.
Yeah, that happened to us before. We did a Brittany and Justin episode a week before her memoir came out. We're not very good at timing.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
We're so bad.
We're going to have to go back and do it.
Death. So you get death penalty for Justin Timberlake.
Honestly.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And Diane Sawyer.
That shoulderless bitch.
We are here to fix Miss Ariana DeBose. And we're coming off of...
I just reflexively clapped. Where did that even come from?
Yeah, that's the first time. That's the first time anyone's clapped after that name in a long time.
Slam. Chantal's coming in hot with the hate for Ariana. Wait, just FYI.
A little hint of my opinion on this entire situation. But anyways, go on.
We are on the heels of the Tony Awards where she did have a cameo that I thought was good. So she is kind of dipping the toe back into the spotlight. So this is very, very timely, I feel.
Okay.
Well, before we dissect this truly in my 5 minutes of research, I mean, quite accomplished, a hard worker. We don't know her for no reason. I mean, she's there for a reason. She's done some shit, a lot of stuff I didn't even know she was involved in, but I do still feel a certain way about her. And I'm anxious to hear why everyone thinks that is. Because the way I feel about her is the way a lot of people feel about her. And I just can't put my finger on it. But
I can help you. Let's get into it.
It's very Leah Michelle-ish. You know what I mean? It's very like in that wheelhouse. Anyway, let's play the middle name game where we ask our guests and Christopher to guess the middle name of the person we are fixing. And I'll provide you some background information. Ariana and DeBose are her legal birth certificated, dare we say, biological first and last name. She was born January 25th, 1991. In Wilmington, North Carolina. She is 35 and she is an Aquarius.
Okay.
Her father, by the way, I think I'm going to add an additional bit of information to sweeten it up for everybody.
Okay.
I think we need people's backgrounds, whether they be, South African or Scottish or Central America. Like, I think that it really does help. I don't know if it will this week, but we're going to do it anyway. Her father is Puerto Rican and her mother is Caucasian of Italian ancestry. Okay. I do know that she does have some African-American ancestry in her. It is not clear what parent that ancestry is from. Puerto Rican, Italian, a little bit of African-American. What is Ariana DeBose's middle name? On my scale of gettability, I'm going to say this is a 7.5. It is absolutely a first name. It is not someone's last name or a family name. It is a girl's name.
Okay.
Look at those wheels. Look at C.M. DeRosa's wheels are
I already know what mine is.
You were twisting that mustache. You're like, I know it.
Okay.
Chris nailed one recently, and it had been the first time in a long time. Like, absolutely.
Chris,
I think I'm doing it again. I think I'm doing it again. Christine.
Okay.
No, but but it's a good guess.
It's Christine-ish. Yeah.
God, I really want to get.
There's no Chris in it. I don't want to tip the scales for everybody, but it's definitely in that
world.
It's the name of a girl that Christine absolutely hung out with. There's no doubt. They talked on the phone every night.
I'm going to say her middle name is Bernadette Peters. And it's just
one word.
Just one word, Bernadette Peters, and it'd be a joke. She goes, "It was destined. I was always meant to be on the stage."
No.
Okay, I wanted to say Maria, but there's no way she would have gone through all that press of West Side Story and we wouldn't have heard that her fucking middle name was Maria. So it can't be that.
True. That is true.
So, but I'm trying to stick with these two because Ariana is Italian. So I'm presuming the second name they may have stuck with Italian as well. But then you said she's a friend with Christine, so maybe I've gone too Italian. Oh, I'm gonna stick with my guns and go with Italian, but I'm 100% sure that I'm wrong. But I'm gonna go with Sophia.
No, but that's a good guess too. I think Sophia was a little more modern for what this was. This is Ariana Nicole DeBose.
Fuck.
Ariana Nicole DeBose.
That was unfair for
Christina and Nicole each other's hair in the cafeteria. They're bitches too. Christina and Nicole.
Yeah.
Nicole is not a name in the UK and Ireland. Like Nicole is Nicola, but Nicole is so that was unfair for Gráinne. She never would have got it.
Chantal's already trying to have beef with Ariana currently. She's like, that's unfair that's her name because we don't know what that is.
I thought Nicole was an Australian name. I'm very confused.
That's just Kidman. That's just her. She can do what she wants.
This is America. It's not.
It's also Snooki's real name, so I don't know. I don't know where that leaves us.
It's very short. It's very short. Anyways, okay, so Nicole, perfect stuff.
Ariana Nicole DeBose. Oh my God, that means her luggage. It says and. I can't. I cannot.
That's great. It is great. That's great that she's a conjunction. That's all she gets. That's great.
Now, I was exposed to her that I know of with West Side Story, but I didn't realize that I knew who she was from other stuff. Whether or not I remembered was another story because she'd had a lot of Broadway credits. Some of the stuff I'd seen, but I wasn't aware she was in so many Broadway shows and that she had gotten a Tony nomination for a show I did not see, where she played one of the 3 Donna Summers in the Donna Summer musical. She got a featured actress in a musical nomination for that. But did anyone know her before West Side Story? Any of you?
No. Sorry.
West Side Story. West Side's. And also, I don't. Okay, go on.
No. I was going to say that means that no one here watched the 6th season of So You Think You Can Dance and committed it to memory, because that was her sort of part of her origin story. And she did make the top 20. Apparently, she was the first female contestant and in gender overall, the first contestant to be eliminated that year. So,
I mean, she's probably the first one to win an Oscar, so she'll always have that.
Yeah, and the only one that'll ever probably win an Oscar of all those people.
And from there, she sort of Broadwayed it. She made her Broadway debut in Bring It On, the musical, which I forgot was a Broadway musical, mostly because I didn't see it. And then it seemed like she got work right away, because she then appeared in Motown, the musical, as Mary Wilson, which was is a meaty part in Motown history. Yeah. And she understudied to play the Diana Ross role in that as well. So she was sort of like, people loved her from the beginning. These are big parts to get without having also been like a child star on Broadway.
Yeah.
I did not know that she was in the original ensemble of Hamilton when it was off Broadway. I had no idea. Yeah. Yes, when it was off Broadway.
Didn't she leave it to go do some crappy TV show, which she must have now severely regretted? She did. Let's just go do like a season of CSI or something.
No,
and that's why she left.
I know she appeared on TV like a lot of Broadway actors. She definitely popped up in a bunch of New York-based shows. I saw something on her Wikipedia that she was in One Life to Live, which shot here somewhere in between all this Broadway stuff. But then, no, I think she left the ensemble of Hamilton to be the female lead in another a short-lived musical of A Bronx Tale on Broadway that Chaz Palminteri wrote based on the movie. And I think I think that she was the female. She was the girl,
lead, the girlfriend. Yeah. That tracks. Yeah.
When you think about it, like, what musical that we have has given us more stars than Hamilton?
It's
like, for real.
There isn't one.
Like, we have like our ones where like one person becomes famous.
Modern
like,
day for sure. Yeah.
Modern day. Yeah. Modern day. Like in the last 20 years.
The last one I could think of that did it before, that was like Rent, probably.
Yeah, literally. And none of them are
that's
anywhere.
Like 50 years ago.
And they also aren't as, like, most of them aren't as famous. You know what I mean? Whereas like
Angels in America, maybe, but that's a bit old as well.
Is that a musical?
In a niche, like, I think like people who are like queer or fringe or really pay attention will know everyone from the original cast of Angels. But Chris, there's like so many stars came from Hamilton.
It's
so
and
many.
once you don't, you'll be watching like And Just Like That and be like, oh my God, he's from Hamilton. Like there's
like the George Washington, him. Right. When Leslie Odom Jr. becomes a household name, like Philippa Sue and what is her name? Renee Elise Goldberry. Like they all are like, you know what I mean? Like they're all now people that like you recognize 100%.
And bizarrely, the one who I think's done the worst is Lin-Manuel Miranda, but we haven't got time to get into that.
Right.
I know. We tried to fix him.
I know you did.
It was hopeless.
One of my favorite episodes because you guys just hate him.
We just sat there and scratched our heads and we're like, I'm so annoyed at him, but like he's done not one wrong thing.
And at one point, Dominic like apologized. Like, guys, I'm really sorry. I was like, don't apologize, Dominic. He's insufferable. It's okay. He's the corniest person in the world. Never apologize for that opinion. You're correct.
You know what's funny about Hamilton too? Even the replacement people, like you'll hear about people who played George Washington or Aaron Burr, like just for like a year and a half or something. And then you see that they're on, I don't know, Blue Bloods or SVU or something. Like there's so many people. Who was one of the husbands in And Just Like That?
That's what we were just saying.
Was that the guy you were just talking about? Oh, he was George Washington.
Yes.
It's the new pipeline. It's the new pipeline.
Is it the new Mouseketeers?
Yeah, it might be the new Mickey Mouse
that's
Club.
Fun. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah.
That's where all the stage mothers want to get the kids into Hamilton.
All the Hamilton people aren't fucking each other, though, I don't think, like they were in that mouse group.
One can dream.
But like, speaking of the pipeline, she, to me, is someone who would like be on a CBS. Like she's on in 2016, she was on an episode of Blue Bloods. Like,
yes,
she is someone that would like go to CBS and like never leave. Am I wrong about this? Do you feel that about her a little bit?
Yeah, that's where she should be. She should be like a Meredith Grey type character.
But like even just in like a police procedural, like Chicago Fire. I know that's NBC, but like I see her being like on one of those like network dramas that none of us would ever watch, and like her just literally collect so much money from doing that.
Like
and,
when Latifah went on when she was the Equalizer.
Equalizer.
She could be like that show in season 19, and we've never seen it.
Yeah, like she could be like daughter of the Equalizer, and it would be like the best show ever. You know what I mean? Like CBS would be like renewing it 75 times. She has that energy a little bit to her, doesn't she?
Where do you guys, are you getting there yet? Or I want to know where you guys stand on her in general, particularly her Oscar win. I'm just intrigued to find out what your opinion is.
Here's what I'll say. I was like, we get to her in West Side Story, and it's at a time where COVID is ravaging the planet. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We're at a low. We're at a low, a big low. You know what I mean? Like it's low.
Change in tone, like you're voicing the COVID documentary.
Yeah,
it is ravaging the planet.
COVID is ravaging the planet in 2021.
The year is 2021.
And
people haven't been outside.
Like Steven Spielberg is like, I'll do this. Do you know what I mean? Right? Didn't he direct it? Like,
yeah, he directed it.
It's a coming back to like a golden age of film that we don't have. You know what I mean? And I feel that the wave of that was so big. And I feel that we were coming back into a place of like people that actually have talent as far as like singing, dancing, like not just like I'm hot, so they're going to turn me into a movie star. Like people that can do America, America. And like they're dancing like they would be dancing on a Broadway stage. It's not this like West Side Story, but it's modern and it's hip hop and it's this. It's like, no, it's actually just West Side Story, a really good version of the original musical on screen. And it's beautifully shot and it's a Broadway. It's like you're going back in time and watching.
Truly. Yeah.
Truly. You know what I mean? Like a movie from the 50s.
I do feel like you just shadily slammed Lin-Manuel Miranda without saying his name with your hip hop reference to West Side Story.
I liked it.
It's like,
I see you.
You sure, but I really wasn't thinking about that. But it like
scoopity
poop, as I like to call it. Yeah. I know it's like a revolutionary musical that like I'm an idiot for having this opinion 100%.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I agree. I couldn't even fucking finish it. I couldn't even finish it. I just find it unbearable. I find it unbearable.
And mainly because of him. Well, I can't do this again. But mainly because of him.
I could spend 45 minutes with you, Chris. Telling you how correct you are.
If it was anyone else, I'll say it again. If it was anyone else other than him, where you have all these people that are like, again, talent first, not celebrity first, like singers, dancers, amazing rappers. Like they are so good at what they do. And then you have him being poopity scoop. Anyway, moving right along.
The whole thing was a math teacher teaching you algebra through rap. Correct. I just could not. Correct. Anyways, I thought the West Side Story was the West Side Story, but I thought the new version of it was brilliant. I really, really enjoyed it, more so than I thought I would. However, I don't know where you guys stand on this. To me, that was one of the most what the fuck Oscar wins since Rami Malek won for Queen. Ooh. I just did not think she deserves the Oscar. I think the only reason she won, or I think 85% of the fucking reason she won, is because it was exactly 60 years since Rita Moreno won. It was always wonderful. The same person's win. It's never happened before. And it was post-COVID and we all needed a good story. She wasn't awful in it, but I don't think it wasn't a great year of the Oscars, full stop. And it was the whole Will Smith, Chris Walks was all been kind of overshadowed by that now anyways. And so her competition wasn't that strong. I don't think anyone else was really wrong.
Well, that's where I'm going to say, Dominic, pull it up, because I want you to tell me.
I looked and it wasn't good.
I want you to tell me who should have won over her, because if you can't answer that, then you can't say she doesn't deserve it.
Truly. And I think we'll be in agreement after these names are revealed. But I truly thought that Rita Moreno should have been nominated for her supporting performance.
I agree. She was better in those like 4 minutes.
She was the glaring omission to me.
Well, I will say, I'm just going to couch just a little bit to Chantal's.
This is what me and Gráinne do every episode.
Well, I would say I'm a cheesy person. I'm a very cheesy, earnest person. So like if you give me a chord change in a musical, I am crying. I can't help it.
Sure.
Okay.
When I saw Ariana DeBose on that big screen, she just looked so gorgeous and kicking her legs up in the air and, you know, the single tear. I'm a sucker for that. I just was like, I thought she was amazing.
I thought she was great.
She was great. She was great.
Okay, Dominic, read the list. Read the list.
I actually thought Rachel Ziegler was better, and that's fucking Rachel Ziegler, who I thought would be so boring. I thought she was great.
No, I've seen Rachel Ziegler in Evita. We've bonded. She's imprinted in my heart.
Well, she's great in it, right? She's great in it.
She was superior. I thought she was better.
Amazing.
Anyways, go on. Who was she?
Ariana DeBose defeated Jessie Buckley for The Lost Daughter, which is the one if you don't.
No one saw it.
Jessie, that was the one with an Oscar. Olivia Colman was in that one as well,
yes. Right? Okay.
As the woman who like abandoned her family.
Basically, a kid loses a doll on the beach. That's basically what happened.
That's the plot.
That's the whole premise.
Okay, so that's going to be a no.
Aforementioned Dame Judi Dench as Granny in Belfast. The love for Judi Dench is obviously
of course
strong here. She didn't need to be nominated for Belfast. Belfast was a great movie, but
they wanted her to show up. They wanted her to come to the Oscars.
It felt like a Meryl Streep. It felt like a Meryl Streep nomination just to get her there.
It was unnecessary. Kirsten Dunst in The Power of the Dog, which won Best Picture and Director that year.
Yes.
She was good in it, but oh brother. In general.
And then Anjanou Ellis-Taylor for King Richard. She played Will Smith's wife. Of course, he won the award after.
Of course, he won the award after a little, that little kerfuffle.
No, I'm sorry, but it's our girl. It's Ariana.
Ariana.
Of those five,
movie star. A single tear for a close-up.
And just raw talent. Talent.
Lucky.
She is very talented. In that scene when she's when the gang is surrounding her and you think that the worst is going to, she was so good, fending off the attack. She turned me in that performance because I was sort of like, we're getting serviced. This is the Effie White of this movie. And we're going to she's going to sail through the awards. And just like Jennifer Hudson did halfway through the movie, a number happened. And I was like, oh, I'm done. You do deserve it.
Well, as I often do, I stand alone. Listeners, if any of you agree with me, please get in touch. I need some friends on this island and run their food. It's tough over here, but I stand by my opinion.
I just think if the part, was the perfect combination of the actor and the part and the sort of direction. Everything was 10. Everything was Technicolor. I just thought it was just the perfect, I think Chantal, you're right. We wanted an upbeat story, a star.
The story 100% helped her, but show me someone who won that the story didn't help them in the last 5 years.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It
always is the story. That's what the Oscars are, is this fucking story. You know what I mean?
And I didn't mind it. I mean, to be cheesy myself, I liked that storyline that the same role was going to win. Twice.
Exactly 60 years that they timed it just
if she was bad in it and Chantal has her opinion, but if she were, I think there would have been a revolt if she were
an eyebrow raise.
Yeah. But she was good, even if you don't, I don't know. Chantal, do you think that she was very good in it instead of great? Or are you
I thought she was serviceable, but I wasn't. I'm not being
She's a hater.
I kind of am. I was looking forward to that film a lot. I genuinely really enjoyed the film. But of course, that's the role. That's the role of the movie. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm a best supporting actress. In general, my favorite role in every film is the best supporting actress. Yes. And I'm just dying to see this role. And I'd heard it was great and I couldn't wait to see it. And I was like, this is okay. But I felt like I was watching her perform rather than sort of in the performance. I felt like I was watching someone audition for it.
I understand what you're saying. It's very theater. There was a little theatery going on, but the movie is theatery though too.
It is.
And she's a theater girl. I mean, everything that she's done, except for, of course, appearing briefly on One Life to Live, has been on the stage for the most part. That's what sort of surprised me the most, is that she was
her greatest role is, I'm sure, the one you're coming to, which is what we all actually know her best for. Mm-hmm. And where she really became a household name, way more than any Oscar could ever take her, which was the following year in 2026 when she did the rap Heard Round the World, when she did The Thing. Yeah. That's the real role. Now we're cooking on gas.
First, she hosted the Tony Awards. Don't forget.
After she won. A few times,
She 3 times. How did I forget this? We're obsessed with the Tony Awards. I didn't know she did it 3 times. I can't remember. She did it 3 times. And then in 2020, I think it was 2023 because it was right after. Then hosts over on your side of the pond, the BAFTA Awards.
So she doesn't host it, but she is a musical guest.
She just said, I thought that she was hosting it and that number was part of, oh my word, I love to be corrected about something so juicy. I had no idea. I thought it was just a misfire in like an otherwise uneventful night where she
that was her moment.
We say, serviceable as host. Wow. That was her only moment. That's terrible. That was terrible.
Yeah, that's bad. And here's what I'll say. It was just one of those things where the internet hit at the right exact time, and the Angela Bassett did the thing. Was just.
Have you guys rewatched? I rewatched it today before coming out. Have you guys seen it
at least monthly? Like I've seen it within the past 2 weeks.
I thought the same thing. I was like, how is it aged? It's been a while. It's aged like milk.
Well,
it's exactly what you remember.
It was the mixes. So my best friend and I will occasionally, in conversation, just say, Angela Bassett did the thing, Viola Davis, the woman king. That's the full line. And it is so, we will say that to each other on the phone. And there are mixes of it. There are mixes of it on the internet. There are some deranged queens on Al Gore's internet because there's one where it's just 25 seconds of her going, Angela, 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 Angela. And it is, you cannot stop laughing at it. Angela, woman king. Angela, I got to send it to you. It's fucking bonkers.
Let me take you on a little oral history of this performance because I was working on the BAFTAs that was
on. Screaming.
Cease. What is happening right now?
We're done. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for listening. Where's Shelley?
Please tell me you wrote
Did you write
this? I'm convinced Gráinne wrote it, and she will not admit it to me. I'm like, you wrote this fucking song.
Why would she?
You always defend it.
Chantal, why would she? I'm sorry not to defend her, but why would she?
It's iconic. Press is
just me and
press.
Ariana. It was Tuesday night. We were just riffing, and the best
ideas
Ariana
come late. Polishing off a bottle of whiskey together backstage, right? You
Classic. Were just. When I was auditioning for SNL, I just sent him a link to that clip.
And you said, I wrote this. This is because of me. You're welcome.
If I'm running a comedy show and someone sent me that and said, this is my work, I would do anything to hire them.
Literally, I'd give them the show. I'd be like, I don't need to be here anymore. You do it.
It was so surreal.
So we were working, I can't remember who was hosting that year, but so we're prepping all week. And then it was like, because you have the script and then it just was musical act, Ariana DeBose. And all the producers were like, oh yeah, Ariana DeBose is doing a musical number. She's doing a musical number. And that was all we knew. And then, so the BAFTAs were on a Sunday. We went in Sunday, we were there all day, and then the rehearsals were going on. So you're just sort of pissing about. So I sat in to watch the rehearsal of the rap.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was so amazing. I started crying.
She cried. She told me this before. She cried.
Okay, so this is the thing. People that were there have said it was really good.
It worked in the room.
And just like on TV, it looked ridiculous.
It didn't land.
So during the rehearsal, she had this whole riff on sisters are doing it for themselves.
Yep.
I'd had a long week. I was like, this is amazing. Women can do anything.
You were like, West Side Story, yes. You were
like, put Katy Perry in space now. Fuck it.
I was like, this is amazing. This is incredible. And that's my main memory of me crying during the rehearsal, being like, I remember thinking, I just can't wait for people to see this.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, part of you was right, Gráinne. Part of you knew something. It was just mixed up.
Yeah, you were like, little did you know what people were going to see.
I was like, this is amazing. Oh my God, she's so talented. She's so talented.
Angela Bassett did the thing. This is the thing too. Like,
I love
Angela
Bassett
did the thing. Like,
she did.
She played the Queen in Black Panther. And all you're saying is she did the thing because you ran out of
Tina
mind.
Turner.
Well, she needed to rhyme something with woman king. So she had to
Right, that was it. Yes, she did play Tina Turner, but not this. This was a rundown of this year's accomplishments. How dare she?
So that's the rehearsal, and she smashes it, and it was amazing. And then
you're crying
when
in
you're
the
working
corner.
on the show, you're like back.
Right.
She's backstage, and she's got this whole team. And I just remembered so clearly, they did this little prayer circle before they go out.
Good night.
They did this prayer circle, and they were just so like Americans. You do this earnestness in a way that the rest of the world just like, we don't get, but good for you guys.
You wish you could.
And then so they had this little prayer circle, and just like Ariana in real life, she's the most like, I remember thinking she's the most beautiful, stunning, healthy person.
Gorgeous, like face beautiful, body be banging, like in every, like I find her stunning.
Unfortunately, she put that body in pink satin jumpsuit that night.
That was bad.
And a blonde streak in a pink circa 2009 haircut. Dreadful.
She goes out onto the stage. We're all rooting for her. We've seen her rehearse. We've seen her pop her pussy just to an empty auditorium. Oh my God, imagine how incredible it's going to be in front of a live audience. And we're watching it and we're going, it's a little bit different in front of an audience. It feels so like everybody was...
You knew.
It was just the audience at award shows. It's a work do for people. Like, it's not a fun thing. They're just sat there because it's part of their job to sit there. So anything where they're just kind of like, oh, am I going to be asked to do something? Yeah. It's like the worst bit of crowd interaction. So all the people are kind of like, don't come to me. She's singing about
audience work at an award show, crowd work is always dicey because so many people do not want to be
Of course not.
A part of it. Comedians love to do it. Like if you go up to a comedian in the audience, they'll be great. But if you go up to like a dramatic actor, these people on the whole, they're not amusing people, to be honest with you. Like,
and they're
many actors who are serious in person too.
And they're also terrified to play themselves.
Yes.
Actual actors that have done reality TV and they're like, I'm terrified to do this. And I'm like, why? I'm like, you have to do like Broadway and shit. You like have to actually be in front of, and they're like, but I never have to play myself.
Exactly.
And they like are like shaking like a leaf, like before we have to like have them like announce a challenge on Project Runway. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'm like, what?
This is my number one reason why I think they should make a category. If everyone wants to get rid of the male and female categories in the Oscars, fine, do it. Introduce a comedy and drama category.
Yeah.
So therefore,
like the Globes.
we at least, we always will have at least 10 funny people in the room that we can go to for these comedy bits. So that we don't have to depend on fucking Kate Blanchett suddenly being lols. Like, it's not going to happen. It just, you need a Jack Black around to just dick around.
I'm so glad you brought her up, not just because she's Christopher's North Star, but she won Best Actress that year of Angela Bassett.
Ariana references her. She calls her Blanchett Kate.
Blanchett Kate. Yeah. Oh, it was the guys. It was bad. It was bad.
There's a bit when I rewatched it. There's a specific part where you can see in her face she knows she's fucked it. She's doing this bit about Electric Melody, which by the way, is an incredibly serious Swedish documentary about a guy with hypersensitivity living alone in the forest. And she goes, Electric Melody. It's so ridiculous. And she's out of breath, and you can tell she's lost it. And the camera goes to the very.
I remember there being a lot of choreography that was belaboring.
In her defense, Chris, she had just done, as Gráinne said, she just done a Sisters Are Doing It For Themselves, like full blast. And she followed it with We Are Family, also full blast. Her voice was like being used.
Yeah, like she did it. She did the thing.
But as we all know, when any of us have ever tried it at karaoke, rapping is fucking hard. And you will lose your breath. And in front of the crowd, she lost it. And by the time she got to Angela Bassett, she was exhausted. Her voice was kind of off. She kind of just was getting it out. She was a bit behind the beat, and you could tell she was trying to catch it.
And that was a critique. Her being out of breath several times throughout the performance was another like bone of contention.
Poor that 1 year in Hamilton did not teach her enough about rapping.
But you forget that she sang 2 songs right before.
Yes,
like no one remembers that.
Well,
yeah, she's a great singer.
Incredible.
I didn't even know until this moment that she sang any. I truly didn't. I thought she just sang this 2-minute rap as part of her hosting duties.
It was the outfit, the pink satin, the hair with the blonde streak. She was wearing kind of court shoes. It's like everything about it.
Yeah, it was court shoes a little bit. Everything was wrong. Yeah.
Everything was wrong. Everything was corny. Everything was cheesy. I mean, it just didn't work in the most perfect way. It was like, it was camp perfection.
What I will say is, when she got off stage, her group, they did a big hug. They seemed so happy.
They didn't know
with how it went.
No.
She didn't know.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, now that we're talking about this, it's kind of, my gears are kind of turning, and I will go to one other thing that she was in that was incredible, but she's trying to be funny, and not that she can't be funny, because in Schmigadoon, which we'll talk about in a second, the Apple TV show, she is very funny in it, and I find her, like, I thought she did incredible in it and was like so good. But she's trying too hard to be funny when it's like, be earnest, like Rachel Ziegler. Like Rachel Ziegler went up and did that Chorus Line tribute, which I thought was a little too boring, in my opinion. We'll talk, which we've talked about in the,
It's crazy.
Like, there wasn't a line in the chorus line? Okay. Anyway.
There was no chorus and there was no line.
There was no chorus and no line. It was just one woman singing. Arguably the best song in the whole musical, I will say.
It's my favorite thing for two gays to be upset. No chorus and no line. What are we doing?
No chorus and no line.
It was like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. But she should be like that and just sing really well and be like, thank you. And then we'd all be like at her feet. Do you know what I mean? Like, but instead she's trying to be funny. And even at the Tony, she like, when her and Pink went out and did their thing, which we'll get to, like, she tried to be really funny. And it was like kind of funny, but like, I was like, no, just be really good at singing and then we'll all love you and never care about anything else, you know?
That Pink bit went on too long at the Tonys.
It went on too long.
It was the weakest host chat of the whole moment.
No.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that number at the BAFTAs. I really thought that she was
the host
hosting, because it's like in that bit she did with Pink when we were watching the Tonys, I was like, oh, well, Pink is in 13 bits tonight, so one of them had to not be great. And it was the one with Ariana DeBose. Like if she's hosting, it's like you're allowed to have one or two bad ones. I didn't know that was her only contribution.
That was her moment.
That's
that
terrible.
Was her moment.
I also love that we've just had a 20-minute frame-by-frame discussion about it 3 years later.
I could do 45.
This is
like the Zapruder film, literally.
Literally break it down. When I was watching it today, I kept stopping to pause and see how her feet were, and you could watch her get less and less confident with her movement.
Not how her feet were.
It was on different audience members to see how they're reacting to this abomination that's happening
Jamie Lee Curtis defended it afterwards, and at the time, she was the most kind of a, yes, I'm going to sit here and nod my head and be overly into this. So props to Jamie Lee being a sister to her. And afterwards, she was asked about it 2 weeks later on the red carpet, and Jamie was like, I thought she was fun. She was great. She was having a good time. Everyone shut the fuck up. And I was like, yes, Jamie Lee, you're wrong, but still good for you for defending her.
Well, it's also funny that we act like she took out a gun and shot someone on the stage. Like, she just like did a rap that was bad, and we act like she is like should be imprisoned for it. Do you know what I mean? Like
she kidnapped Elizabeth Smart, right? Like we're totally.
I would argue there's a world where she performed the exact same show in front of an audience of mainly Americans, and it gets a different reaction.
Yeah. Agree.
I think she was, I just think British people are allergic to earnestness. And I think that's Ariana DeBose is earnest.
She ends it at the end going like, you can do anything, believe in yourself. It is all very that. It's very cheer.
Yeah.
I think that's where she went wrong.
Anyways, that fucked her career, basically.
But
that's
so
why we're here.
In that same year, she is in Schmigadoon on Apple TV Plus, which the musical version of that show just won Best Musical at the Tonys.
Yes, that's right.
And she plays like the school teacher, and it's all very parody. If you've never seen the show before, I feel like a lot of people have not. It's very like scary movie parody of like a musical. And so there's all this kind of like, speaking of Ernest, they're all like in this because it's a play on Brigadoon, the musical, where they go into this fantasy land and they like are back in like the old times and they have to adjust to being there. And the people are all like stuck in a musical and they're like, I love everything about this town. Kind of like Pleasantville or like, like, what is that called? The Stepford Wives, where they're all like kind of like, we can't talk about anything bad. Like, and it's very funny. And she's the school teacher and she has a musical number that like welcomes her into the show. And she, when I tell you, like knocks it out of the park, like you're like, this is someone who is so talented. Like the Ariana Grande, like anyone, and even any of these other people that you think of as like these huge talents, like could not have done this. And she's
got pipes.
She did it so well and was dancing. And it's all very theater because they do these very like, they're like all wearing character shoes and they're like, it's very theater blocking. And like, she did it so well and was also funny in it. And like, I was like, this is a star. I'm sorry. Like, she's just so fucking talented.
She is a star.
It's like sad because that's being wasted away now because we're annoyed with her that Angela Bassett did the thing.
In our defense, for being assholes, it's not just that. There is something about, but that is like a key. That's the jewel in the crown of like why people are like put off by her. There is something that is theater kid-ish about her, bordering on, I don't want to say arrogance, because like it's a very dangerous thing to say about anybody, but particularly a woman of color. And it's not, I'm like nervous to go down that road. So I'm just going to say it's very Lea Michele, as we did earlier. Yeah. And that's what we're thinking. It's very like, I can't put it into
from her.
Oh, I do. Every time she hosted the Tonys, it's that. I get Lea Michele.
Really?
In fact, I thought about her when Lea Michele popped up at the Tonys this year. For a split second, I thought it was Ariana DeBose. I really, when she popped up briefly during Pink's opening number, I was like, oh, there she is.
A little bit.
Well, there is without my glasses, they look like twins.
Sure.
Lea was very tanned.
There is something tough with that. I was saying this to Gráinne before. There is something a bit like Anne Hathaway about her when she won for thingy for 11 is around. It's kind of like this like musical theater thing that happens, and it happens to women more than men. Although I would argue it happened to the Wolverine guy. I'm forgetting everyone's name today, but it happened to him as well. Hugh Jackman, I think, suffered from this a bit. And this kind of overly eager to please, and it works in the right audience with the right time, i.e. at a fucking musical. And outside of the musical, it does not work. It doesn't work at the Oscars, doesn't work at the BAFTAs, doesn't work in a magazine interview, doesn't work in an interview. You just come across very like, well, it's just great. I just love what I do. I'm so proud of my art. They can never laugh at themselves. There isn't, the jokes are all just kind of really cheerful and at the expense of no one. And it all just becomes incredibly insufferable. And they're not serious in the way that a Daniel Day-Lewis or DiCaprio is kind of off-putting, or the way that Angelina Jolie doesn't really give you much in an interview. They're just kind of, they're trying so hard while also kind of giving so little in terms of real personality that it just comes across as, eager theater kid stuff. It took Anne Hathaway 15 years and 5 facelifts to be forgiven for what she did.
And now she's on top of the world, by the way.
And so, DeBose has got a while to go. But I mean, she starts with a prettier face, I'd argue.
But do you think it's in the world of musical theatre, they love effort and they love work, and that's sort of like what they celebrate. But then you take that out of musical theatre and it's all supposed to be really like casual, effortless. I don't care. And it's kind of a bit, Timothée Chalamet is maybe a little bit like that as well, in that he shows us too much the effort that goes in.
And he says, I work really hard. And
then people are like, we would like people who are amazing, but it seems to come more effortless.
Those things need to be said at the right time. Like when Timothée Chalamet was up there saying, did he win the Globe? And he was like, I want to be great. I studied it great because I'm going to be one of them. I'm going to be. And you sort of, whatever the universe is serving, like that's either like good for you for speaking your truth, but it's also like, ew. How elite are you going to sound with that? And like, it depends on the circumstance, the gender, who's listening to it. It's like, it can be very, and I don't know why she gives me that. And I'm sure she's a lovely person. She and I share a medical professional, one of my many routine medical professionals. I was walking in and she was walking out.
Oh, really? Wow.
Last year.
Is she gorgeous in person? I'm sure she is. Her skin always
We go to the
like
same gynecologist in case you all were going to start DMing each other.
I thought you seemed very tight and put together.
Speaking of which, we do share a chiropractor. That is why I was walking in one day and she was walking out. I was like, oh,
good for her.
I hope I didn't violate any HIPAA rules there. So there's this other thing that I don't recall hearing about. There was some sort of war between her and Rachel Zegler, or not between her, but like denizens of the internet were fighting each other because someone associated with Snow White didn't like working with Rachel Zegler. It was either someone related to the director or one of the producers, and they had put a quote on the internet about narcissism and how it shouldn't be tolerated. I'm paraphrasing very much here. And it was aimed at Rachel Zegler for what they perceived as hijacking the press for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs by talking about Middle East politics. And I guess at a certain point, Ariana posted that same quote online and quote unquote didn't know that the quote was aimed at Rachel Zegler when it was initially stated, and that she just occasionally posts quotes that she finds inspirational, and that she truly had no idea that the producer's son or whoever was the person that said it about Rachel Zegler
I
had
believe
aimed at
her.
Rachel Zegler, because I guess Ariana and Rachel maybe didn't get along on the set of West Side Story. That's the
I
implication.
believe her.
So
That
you believe
sounds like
Ariana?
something that she would do. Yeah, I think she just sounds like a bit of an idiot. And she's a bit, I think she's just a bit lame and wasn't really paying attention. I believe her. I don't think she's messy.
I don't think Ariana's trying to start that sort of beef.
No, I don't think she's messy.
I don't think that's what she's about at all.
I can see her being clueless.
Yeah, I do. She doesn't give me, I'm going to get into a fight over.
No.
This is not she's not Azealia
Instagram.
Banks. She's not.
Please don't invoke her, please, for the love of God.
Who I missed it.
Azealia Banks.
Azealia Banks.
I mean, honestly, I don't use this phrase often, although I know that everyone who comes on this, all these celebrities do need us, but Ariana DeBose needs us. I feel like this is someone who sometimes people need us more than other times, but this is someone who she's a very a generationally talented star who is either being misled, or maybe she's just like, I got my Oscar, I'd like a paycheck for a little while and I'll see you in 5 years when I'm 40. She could be that way. Who knows? Like, she might just be like, you want to know what I made for Kraven the Hunter? More than you made from the ages of 30 to 40.
I don't see it. I think she wants to make.
No, I think she's trying to get roles. I think she's trying to get roles, and she's picking the wrong ones because they're the only ones that are coming in.
She wants to be proud of her work. She wants to have pride in what she does I don't think she's a money grabber. I think she wants to make art and be proud of it. I'm with Chris. Yeah. I think she's just being given the wrong things entirely.
And I think she's being managed, and she's being managed wrong also.
Yeah, she leaned in a little bit after the BAFTA rap, but not enough, and a bit too late to the game, and it didn't seem authentic.
But they're trying to make her a movie star, and she's not.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, she needs to play to her strength. Okay, we'll get there, but.
We'll get there. Oh, Chris is okay. Yeah, don't give it away.
Okay.
Are we pulling up to the arena? Are we here?
We're here. I'm so excited.
I'm here. I'm thinking.
I'm in the limo, but I'm not getting out yet at the arena because I'm a little bit lost. I'm looking.
Like, you know, it just popped into my head. She must have been absolutely fucking raging when Wicked came out.
Yeah.
Where was her agent?
Where was
Imagine
Ariana?
being her agent the morning they announced.
She could have played any role there. Yeah, she could have.
She could have played Bach.
She could have played Bach.
Do you think she would have started dating Ariana Grande?
She's queer. She could have turned her. If anyone could, it's Ariana. Remember, she's LGBTQ
we'll only
for life.
have one Ariana in this film. Do you think someone had that in their deal?
That would have been a much more fun couple than her and SpongeBob. So I would have been well into that. I could have changed the world for us. So her management has fucked her completely. Lear Rex. I mean, what the fuck even is that? She's really
it sounds like a video
struggle
game.
bus. I know. It sounds, well, you know, if Al Pacino's in it, it's going to be a pile of shit. Unfortunately, his name is now synonymous with rubbish, basically.
Should we fix Al Pacino?
Oh God, just kill him. Just kill him. Just kill him. Just shoot him in the street. Just get rid of him. There's no, it's over. The man's like 100. Let it go. Just stop putting him in movies. Stop letting him procreate. Stop putting him in movies.
Huh.
Do you guys normally take this long to deliberate and it's just cut out of the episodes?
I'm crafting something really good.
Yeah. Is she gonna be on the Unfixables?
No. Okay, I'm ready, Dominic. Are you ready?
I'm almost there. I'm ready enough for you to begin.
Okay.
You really thought about this. I'm impressed. Let's do it.
Ariana, Nicole.
Took you a while.
Christine.
Christine's definitely there.
Christine Baranski, DeBose. She wants to do these like regular movie roles that aren't performance based. And it's not, no. I don't need, to quote the great Valerie Cherish, I don't want to see that. Okay. So I want her, and I said this early on and I was like, is this a great idea? And I was like, it kind of is. I have two prongs to this pitch. First, I want her to go to CBS and I want her to be on Blue Bloods or like NCIS New York or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Wherever LL Cool J is that Blue Bloods? Or like
that's NCIS. Or no, it's
NCIS New York.
I think
Wasn't
so.
that Ice-T in NCIS?
No,
that's
I don't
SVU.
know. Wherever LL Cool J is, I need her to go be there for like 3 years and like rake in money. Because I actually think she'll do well there, and like all of our parents will come to like her by watching those shows.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then about 3 years in to that, like, you know, her being a recurring role on Blue Blood / NCIS / some kind of like, it's Channel 2 comedy. You know what I mean? Like channel, like CBS comedy or CBS procedural. I want her to be the pivotal role in like a biopic.
I was just thinking that.
Like some kind of like old school Broadway actor / vaudeville person. And I think the person she could play, and I know this person is iconic, but also insane, is like Josephine Baker. Like someone like that, where it's like, remember that, like Josephine Baker / someone in that realm biopic about a performer where then she performs a bunch of great songs.
Yes. Oh, and her little banana
yes,
outfit.
like in her little banana outfit, just singing her fucking heart out. Like, right? Like, and it doesn't have to be Josephine Baker, but something like that.
Yes.
But I just don't have anyone else at the ready mentally.
Speaking of someone else
Josephine
crazy,
Baker.
she could also do Shaka Khan, who's also nuts.
Oh, a little too current though for me. I want her in like a flapper dress.
She would love that you said that.
She could be in a flapper dress going, the Nazis are here. The Nazis are here.
Yeah. But like someone being in a biopic about one of these famous people that we've kind of forgotten about a little bit.
100%.
That we need to like, and it could be like huge Oscar push, huge press tour, like big Oscar grab movie. You know what I mean? A biopic. And like where she is like in every frame of the movie. And I
Dominic,
think she would
you've got a lot to beat here.
She'd be great at that.
Yeah.
And that's my pitch.
That's a
but
good
get that money first on
really,
Blue Bloods.
Get that Blue Bloods first. Yeah.
Well, so her problem really is that I don't think that people think she's a bad performer because of her appearance on the BAFTAs. I think that still the problem is like her. Like, I think I think how people perceive her personally is the problem.
Aggressively uncool.
I think that even you look at the performance, Angela Bassett did the thing. I think you still are like, you still know she's talented, even when you're like looking at the performance and you're like, what the fuck is going on? So I'm really torn between like, do we get to know another layer of her and then we'll like her more? Like, is that what's necessary? Or do we just ignore that people don't like warm to her and just try to give her roles that are so good that it sort of overshadows it? And I'm trying to think of a role where she could go on the press tour and it could be such a moment. There is a similarity to Chris's idea, and I apologize, but I had thought of this when we'd mentioned Diana Ross earlier in the show, where she had understudied the Diana Ross character in Motown. I thought to myself, wouldn't Ariana DeBose be great in a remake of Mahogany, the Diana Ross movie, like the quintessential 70s fashion designer movie? And it would be like, that's basically my pitch, because it's such a period piece on its own and something sort of like what they tried to do with Beyonce and Dreamgirls, and it just didn't work because she got overshadowed by Jennifer Hudson and she wasn't really, I don't know. I mean, Beyonce was fine. Dare I say serviceable, Save Your Torches in Dreamgirls, but
she
was. The level of shock of her not getting nominated for an Oscar, I was like, no, like that never entered any chat. I never thought it was going to happen. But I think maybe giving her something iconic where on the press tour she can be, I don't know, like, and you know, she's a queer woman, so I want to choose my words carefully, but like where she could be like super gay friendly, because if you have the gays on your side, you're sort of going to we're going to lift people above what straight people have with people's personality problems. Like, people could come after Cynthia Erivo all they want, but gay people are never going to let her get harmed, much in the way that she won't let Ariana Grande get harmed.
Correct.
We're never going to get, Cynthia Erivo can be polarizing because she is a woman of color, and she's very opinionated and also very talented, but gay people do not let anything happen to Cynthia Erivo. Like, she's just making one miracle after another. And actually, I don't know that Ariana is Cynthia level talented, but I'd put them on a bill together.
I was just going to say those two together.
They could be in something great together. Yeah.
So I'm almost like, let Mahogany be Ariana's, and I realize how old I sound by pitching Mahogany, but let that be the thing a reboot of Mahogany, which if people don't know what it is, they'll fall in love with it instantly because it's truly just about like, it was Diana Ross falling in love with Billy D. Williams, and she's a fashion designer and a scrapper. And it's a very 70s caftanish, quintessential 70s movie. And it's ticking off a lot of boxes for me. So that is my pitch. Just put her in Mahogany and let the press tour do the talking the way it did for Ariana and Cynthia. Because as much as it sort of annoyed people, it also it endeared a lot of people as well. Even though we hated it, we still loved watching it. The pulling of the finger, and they're in on the joke.
A bit like the BAFTA rap. Even though we hated it, we can't help. We love watching it.
And as long as Ariana is in on the joke, the way that Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo were in on the jokes, then we're good. So we're going to get a good role for her, and we're going to give her the opportunity to, I'm sure it sounds like, pretend that she's someone else other than her. And that's not it. But you only get to see like one side of her in the hosting duties and all this other stuff that comes across as, I don't know, distasteful. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think you would see a different side of her on a press tour for Mahogany, and that's it. And I'm 100 years old, and that's my pitch.
It's a good pitch. What are you thinking, Gráinne?
Somehow Mahogany is less modern than pitching her as Josephine Baker.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is.
It just is, though, right? Yeah.
It just is.
Because Mahogany's like a universal character. Josephine Baker's like, I don't know that Mahogany is the icon. So I think your pitch is like,
we sort of rehabbing her persona and sort of making people like her.
I'm trapped there on that line. I don't know which way to go. So I'm molding it together in an idea that I admit is like a 6.
And Chris is like,
I've said what everyone's thinking. Are you happy?
Chris is like talent.
I've slammed myself.
You know what? Forget it. Don't even use my pitch. Don't even dare choose it. Fuck you.
I get you with Josephine fucking Baker. God damn it.
So I'm very biased because I haven't. Mahogany is kind of a blurry reference. I won't lie.
Sure.
And
he already feels bad. Don't rub it in, Gráinne.
So I think I would go more towards, just because I love the idea of Ariana DeBose in a banana outfit running from the Nazis. So I think it would be Chris's idea for me.
I'm more into the idea of her doing. I mean, I'm choosing Chris. I'm sorry, Dominic. I'm choosing Chris because I had the same idea.
This is a contest.
I had the same idea about a biopic. So I feel like me and Chris were on the same wavelength there while he was thinking it. And I was like, as you were talking, I was like, she could do a biopic. Why doesn't she do a biopic? She could have her, what's her name, who did the Edith Piaf one, and just that whole year of her doing that Oscar
Cotillard.
My brother, never forget.
Hope you like that, Canada.
The City of Angels in the City.
And granted, you could argue that did nothing. Her career kind of went boom afterward. But still, I think
Canadian listeners are going to come to your house. They really are. They don't like. They do not like when we speak French.
I know they don't like it at all, but deal with it. They'll all say my name beautifully, though, so it's worth it. In any case, I think that, Chris has, the biopic. I love the idea of the blue blood to start, because I think what you're actually saying is
don't you want her to be with LL Cool J like you do? Sorry, you do.
I want her to make lots of bank, and I like the idea that she'd kind of be like off the radar by doing that. I'm like, oh my God, she's doing that now? And so we kind of just wouldn't hear about her for a bit. And then I guess she's just going to fucking do shit TV now and just become like, Grey's Anatomy, that for 20 years. And then she shocks us all with the biopic of the decade and the Josephine Baker biopic or whoever it should be, and just smashes it and then just comes back. I was, remember? And then everyone does a revisionist history of kind of, I actually liked the BAFTA rap. I thought it was amazing, and everyone kind of pretends.
You mostly. You'll be the first one in line.
I always loved her. Chris and Dominic were so mean. I actually asked them to take down that episode because they bullied me into thinking that. So I'm with Chris, I'm afraid. I'm with Gráinne. I'm with Chris. It's great plan.
Don't be afraid.
But I think what we should all do after listening to this is go find a copy of Mahogany and watch it immediately.
I know, really, honestly.
So,
and you know what? At the end of the day, Angela Bassett did do the thing.
She did do the thing. She did do the thing.
And Viola Davis was the Woman King.
Yeah.
She didn't lie.
No
and
lies detected.
The Swedish director who wrote that incredibly serious documentary did slay. So it
Sure.
She looks very confused in a very
I'm literally
Swedish
running
way.
to YouTube to watch it right after we get off.
The Swedish director, when she says you slayed, it's just like, I don't know what she means, slay.
She's like, slay.
She's just like,
She goes, but I did not kill anyone.
Exactly. It's so good.
And that, we're forgetting it was the year of Belfast, so could there not have been some like Troubles reference?
I know.
Yeah.
The Troubles.
Dear God.
You blew the, hey, Kenneth, brother, you
was
really
fun.
blew
This is
the
a fun
Ladies.
one. I can't
Ladies,
believe we
this
talked
has
about
been-
the BAFTA thing for 30 minutes. It's
Yeah.
pretty insane.
Easily. You were there,
do.
Gráinne. You had your chance.
Oh,
Ladies, this has been an absolute
Truly.
whirlwind.
Thank you so
whirlwind.
much for having us. I've loved it. I've come away feeling nicer things about Ariana DeBose than when I
good.
came in.
Oh, that's great.
Good.
What more could anyone want?
But I
Yeah.
somehow feel worse about Lin-Manuel Miranda, which I didn't think was
You
possible.
should.
But it's worked. So
yeah.
thank you.
Ladies, where can everyone find your podcast and where can they find you guys online?
well, you can find us on The Way They Were. Every time I say my podcast out loud, I'm so scared. I'm just going to say The Way We Were.
It's
Yeah.
tough.
The Way They Were on any iTunes or wherever you find
Wherever
your
you get your podcasts. We're on Instagram. Come find us there. I post clips up. There's clips of both of you on our Instagram right there waiting for you.
Oh.
And we post stuff there all the time. We have a Patreon. Please go
Did
to
we sign a release for that,
patreon.com/The Way
Chris?
They Were.
Did we sign a release?
And come to our Patreon. We do special episodes about friends that are broken up. We do special episodes called The Way They Are about couples that are still together.
I love
And
that.
we do tons of different mixture things in there, and it's really fun. The Patreon is fun.
Have you done Elizabeth Hurley and Billy Ray Cyrus yet?
Yes, we have. We
Man,
just
that's
did
done.
that.
We could volunteer to do
That's
that.
where
The two
I'm
of us.
going.
Yeah.
While Chris is
We-
watching Mahogany, I will be listening to the Billy
This is
Ray
our
Cyrus.
Just did
theory.
it.
This is our theory. We think Liz Hurley has long COVID.
Yeah, that's what we come up with. That's why she's with him.
Oh my God.
Absolute
It's the only-
genius.
It's all we can come up with. So why
That
she's
is-
with him.
Truly.
Crazy.
Or that she's quite literally blind. Like that
Yeah.
she was blinded.
Yeah.
And doesn't want to
So-
admit it.
Come find us there, guys. It's great, super fun. You'll love it. Thank you so much for having us. So this has been actually a dream
Yeah.
of me
Of
and
course.
Gráinne to be.
Yeah.
We listen to your
We
show
love it,
all the
and we love
time.
you.
So I can't believe I'm going to be on your show. I'm so
course.
excited. Thank you so
you.
much.
Dominic, where can people find you?
Well, this Saturday, you could find me at the Cutting Room in New York, where I'll be performing. This is not a Pride show. It's just June and I'm gay. You can find tickets to the other places where you can find me at my website, domitary.com, or Dominic Pupa at Instagram. Christopher, where can the listeners of our podcast find you on the World Wide Web?
You can find me at the Krista Rosa. You can find the show at Fixing Famous People, and you can find the Patreon at patreon.com/fixingfamouspeople. I wish you all well, and as always, where's Shelley? Goodbye.